All right, we are back for some arithmetic. So I hope that you watched the extra little concept card video that I did just with the measures, because we're struggling just a little bit with just a couple of them, and I just wanted to review those over with you. So even right now, I want you to, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it, because we're going to be doing our measurement problems, which is going to help if you know your measures. So that's why I did that video separately, just so that you can always refer back to, oh yeah, where's that concept card measurement video, so I can remember what those measures are. But I just want you to answer with greater than or less than, thinking it through carefully. So actually raise your right hand if it's greater than, and do your little Pac-Man. And if it's less than, do your left hand. Right hand greater than, left hand less than. Okay? So kilogram, gram. Kilogram is greater than your gram. Yes, very good. Because it takes 1,000 kilograms to equal 1 gram, 1,000 grams, sorry, to equal 1 kilogram. So kilogram is greater than gram. Good. Foot, yard. Good. A foot is less than a yard, because a foot, remember, we could do the size, and then a yard is a yardstick. Peck, bushel. Good. A peck is less than a bushel, because it takes 4 of those pecks to equal 1 bushel. A peck is about the size of what? A small trash can. Very good. We said a smaller size trash can, like you would have in a bathroom or something. That's about a peck. And then your bushel is a big laundry basket. Or think of the big baskets that you get apples from when you go to the apple orchard. Meter, centimeter. Yes, obviously the meter stick is way longer than that centimeter, that little width of your pinky. Leap year, year. Obviously, leap year is greater than 1 day, greater than your year. Very good. 365, 366. Good. Excellent. So think those through. Know your measures and get a good handle on those, because that's going to help you, especially when we get to these. So let's go through these, because some of us are still struggling, and I know that we are going to get them before we leave third grade, because I'm determined. So we're going to keep working hard at them. So we have 6 gallons plus 2 quarts equals, my quarts are missing. Oh no. Once I find that my quarts are missing, I need to write that down as a hint. I have blank quarts. I'm going to add it. But again, it's blank quarts equals, yeah, I don't know, blank quarts. We don't know our quarts, but we do know one of the thoughts of the quarts, because at least there are 2. So we know that there's 2 quarts here. So if there's 2 quarts here and this is quarts, then we bring that same number down, because quarts are going to equal quarts. So we know, okay, at least we have 2 quarts, but we don't know the final number of quarts that we have. And the only way that we can figure out that final number of quarts is to box the opposites. And automatically 1, 2, 3. Very good. I heard some of you say that. You need to all be saying that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we automatically box the different gallons and quarts. We box them, and then underneath you do 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to do just what we just did 3 seconds ago, where I said, okay, gallons to quarts. Is it going to be your right hand greater than or your left hand less than? And you know that gallons to quarts is larger to smaller, multiply. Good. Did you stand and say it? Some of you did, and I'm so proud of you. And those of you that didn't, shame, for shame. All right. So gallons to quarts. Gallons are larger, quarts are smaller. So it is multiply. Number 2, put your S there for special number. So that way I know that you know it's your special number. Put your S and tell how many quarts are in a gallon. How many of the smaller are in one of the larger? There are 4 quarts in 1 gallon, and and circle it because it's so special. Then take my larger of the two numbers. 6 is bigger than 4. And do what number 1 says. Number 1 says I need to multiply. And then take the smaller of my two numbers, which is obviously 4. Multiply those together and you get 24. And you write that 24 in the box. And now I know how many quarts I have for my box. There's 24. But when I have those 24 quarts, I need to look at the rest of my problem. Now I'm adding to those 24 quarts, I'm adding 2 more quarts to find out my total number of quarts, okay? So 24 quarts plus 2 quarts equals 26 quarts. So if I had 6 gallons, ooh, that was messy, plus 2 quarts of milk, I would have 26 quarts of milk altogether, okay? So remember, just break it down into those simple steps and that's going to help you. Same thing here. We have 4 quarts plus 2 pints equals, our pints are missing. Oh no, what are we gonna do? We're not gonna freak out. It's all good. We're just gonna write down the hints and we're gonna write down the clues. Blank pints because pints are missing plus blank pints because pints are missing equals blank pints because pints are missing. So underneath, I'm writing what is missing the whole time. My pints are missing, but I'm going to figure out. Now, we do know one group of pints, so that's good. We found that there are some pints that we do know. This says 2 pints. So guess what am I going to put underneath where it has blank pints? I'm going to put 2 because 2 pints is going to equal to 2 pints. So at least I can get one of those groups of pints out of the way because I have 3 groups of pints that I need to know about. So this one, the same number because pints are equal to pints. So I have 2 pints equaling 2 pints. Now I have cups and pints, which are the 2 sides that are different. When I see the 2 measures that are different, I just put my box. And 1, 2, 3. Yes, very good. 1, 2, 3 goes underneath right away. So that way I think, oh, right, this is how we used to do the problems way back in the beginning when Miss Monroe first taught us how to do these. We just had 4 cups, blank pints, and we did 1, 2, 3, and we figured it out. I remember doing those. And then we just slowly added in the next step and the next step. So you can do it. So pints or cups to pints. Is it larger to smaller multiply or smaller to larger divide? Good. Cups are smaller. Pints are larger. Remember, a cup is just 8 ounces, but a pint is almost water. It's water bottle size. Water bottle's a little bit bigger, okay? So cups to pints is smaller to larger. So what are we going to do? Divide. So put your division sign next to number 1. Then we have to find our special number. Write your S down there and then tell how many of the smaller are in one of the larger. How many cups are in 1 pint? 2 cups in 1 pint. And circle it because it's so special. Then we are going to take our larger number. There's only 2 numbers, which is why I said larger. Did you catch that from language? Not the largest, which is take the largest number. No, there's only 2, so larger. Okay, anyway, take the larger number, write that first. Do what number 1 says. Not multiply, but divide with the smaller of my 2 numbers, 2. 4 divided by 2 equals, right, 2. So I put that there, put it in the box. And now I look at the bottom problem and I know how many pints are here. I know how many pints are here. Now I just have to find out my answer. 4 cups is equal to 2 pints. 2 pints plus 2 pints equals 4 pints. And I put my 4 here and here and I'm done. That was super simple, right? Yes, because you know how to do these. These are simple things. Just work them through carefully. All right, so the next 2 that we'll do. We have 4 feet plus 24 inches equals, my feet are missing. No, they're not. They're right there. So, but these feet are missing. So what do? Underneath, we write blank feet because they're missing plus blank feet because feet are missing equals blank feet because feet are missing. Everything underneath has to be what is missing. Then we think, okay, I don't know how many feet because the feet are missing, but there is a clue to my feet, because if there's 4 feet here and then I have feet down here, feet and feet are the same. So if 4 feet, what is that going to equal in feet? 4 feet is probably going to equal 4 feet. Yes. So we write 4 underneath. Do not box it. Remember, we look at these and we're like, oh, we have to box the first part of the problem. No. We box the opposites. Doesn't matter where they are, okay? So the opposite is not here. So the front, we just leave it and write the answer down. Then we come to inches and feet. Those are different. So that is what I do need to put a box around. And once I put my box, 1, 2, 3, automatically. And then I ask my question. Inch, starting at the top, going to the bottom. Inches to feet, larger to smaller, multiply, or smaller to larger, divide. Inches to feet, inches are smaller, feet are larger, divide. So I put my division sign next to number 1. Then number 2 is my special number. How many inches are in 1 foot? Yes, this is why we need to know our measures, so we don't have to wonder and guess. 12 inches in 1 foot. Then I take my larger of the 2 numbers. 24 is the larger of my 2 numbers. Do what number 1 says, which is divide by the smaller of my 2 numbers, which is 12. Oh yeah, we learned our 12 division yesterday. So 24 divided by 12 equals, yes, 2. And we put 2 in the blank. Oh, okay, so now I know how many feet for my 24 inches. So we have 4 feet plus 2 feet, because 24 inches equals 2 feet. Oh, that equals 6 feet. Miss Monroe, that's really simple. Yes, it is. And you just put 6 in both blanks. That's it. How easy is that, right? But you just have to think those steps through, and we've talked about those. Then 2 hours plus 30 minutes equals, my minutes are missing. So underneath, what do? Blank min plus blank min equals blank min, because everything is what is missing. My minutes are missing, so I write it down every time. Then I find the 2 measures that are the same. Hours and minutes, does that sound the same? No. Minutes and minutes, does that sound the same? Well, of course. So if 30 minutes is equal to some minutes, how many minutes would 30 minutes be equal to? Yes, it'd still be equal to 30, because 30 minutes is 30 minutes, okay? Then we box the side that are different. Hours and minutes are different. So then we do, yes, 1, 2, 3, automatically. So we need to look from hours to minutes. Is it larger to smaller, multiply, smaller to larger, divide? Larger to smaller, multiply. Hours are larger. Then we find our special number. Our special number is how many minutes are in an hour. That was just in our cards, remember? That's why you went over them. So, ew, I'm not sure why I just did that weird or the voice. Just excuse it. Sorry. Anyway, 60 for that. And then we take the larger number, which is obviously 60 because the next number is 2, multiply it, because that's what number 1 says, by 2. What is 60 times 2? 120. Very good. And then we simply solve the bottom of the problem. 120 minutes, and this looks like minus because my box went over it, but remember it's not, it's a plus. So 120 minutes plus 30 minutes equals 150 minutes. Excellent. Good job. All right, and then I just want to do a quick review of subtracting, like, what do you call it, vertical or horizontally. So we're looking at our numbers here. So remember, when you are subtracting, you are going from side to side. So I can look here, 9 minus 0 is going to be what? 9, very good, because 9 is bigger. Now we look here, 3 and then 5. Can I subtract 5 from 3? No, I cannot. So I cross my 3 out, put the 3 up top, and I go over to my 4 and see if I can borrow from my 4. But look what I have here underneath my 4, or next to my 4. That's going to be 8. That's still not enough. So cross out my 4, put the same number up top. When I come over to 7, they only have 1, so I can take 1 away from my thousands place to give to my hundreds. Then I still have to give to my 10, so take away 1 from the hundreds, make it 13, because it was 14 because I took 1 from the thousands. Now it's going to be 13 in my tens place. Now I'm going to keep subtracting. 13 minus 5 is 8. 13 minus 8 is 5, right? They're opposite. And then 6 minus 1 is also 5. So 5,589 would be my answer. Okay? So let's do the same thing. Oh, this is a bigger number now. We have 20,097 minus 19,429. Well, what am I going to do? Start with my 7 and my 9. Is 7 bigger than 9? So then I cannot use it right now. I have to cross it out, put the same number up top. Come over and it's 9 and 2. Can I subtract 9 or 2 from 9? Sure can, because 9 is bigger. I can take 1 away from my 9 to give to my ones place. 1 away from the tens place to give to my ones place. So now it's 17 minus 9, which is 8. And then 8 minus 2, which is 6. Wow, whoa, that took me a second. And then I come over and I have 0 and 4. Can't do that. So put a 0 up top. Then I have 0 and 9. Can't do that. So put a 0 up top. 2 and 1. Oh, I can borrow from my 2 to give to the 10,000s or to the thousands place. But I still need something for my hundreds place, so cross out the 1,000, the 10 1,000s, and make it 9, and then give one of those thousands to my hundreds place. So now I have my 10 here. So now it's 10 minus 4, which is also 6. 9 minus 9 is 0, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So I do not need to put any other numbers in the front, because I don't need to say 0,000, 0, 0 D 1,000, 0 668. Okay, I don't need that. So it's just 668. So we don't need to put any zeros. All right. So I'm going to come back with our math page and our new concept. Woo, that's really close. Glad I don't scare you that much. See you soon.